Breaking media in association with boxer Nisse Sauerland. Just seen Jay Apataya literally winning. I don't. He made it easy. Were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I am. I think Jordan's a lot better than he showed tonight. I think that he found it hard to get started. I think that. Look, I think there needed to be another step before the world title, but at the same time, you have to take those chances with both hands. A world title doesn't come around every day. But yeah, I'm friends with Jordan. I'm disappointed for him, but you know, he can regroup and come back.
Just before the finish, we saw Jay took a huge right hand from Thompson, and we've seen people fall with him sort of shot. He literally walked through it, didn't even flinch. Did you see that shot, and were you surprised how he just walked through him?
Yeah, I mean, look, not that surprised. I think the guy fought with a badly broken jaw against Bradis. I know how tough Jay is, and I look forward to getting this rematch on. It'll be brilliant. It's a huge fight in a division that needs it. Cruiserweight. So I love the cruiserweight division. We did the Super Series twice. We love it that much. Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to see Bradis Opataya Part 2.
And just for fans who probably don't understand, because from my understanding, Marius took step-aside money. It obviously works great in these sort of situations where you're getting paid to basically just give somebody else a chance and then you kind of jump back in.
No, there wasn't a situation like that.
Oh, no, okay.
Listen, we did a deal with Matchroom where, you know, I'm not going to release the information on an interview, but look, they wanted to do the fight on September 30th, and quite honestly, it worked for us on our schedule.
Brilliant stuff. And talking of that schedule, you've obviously got a huge pay-per-view coming up in a few weeks. I think Eddie Hearn said the other day he's expecting 1 million buys. I think it could be way more than that for KSI, Tommy Fury. What do you think?
Look, I think I don't know that market that well. Obviously, it's my brother who sort of heads that up, but I know what they're putting into this card, so it's going to be value for money, put it that way. A lot of live acts going to be announced as well, rappers, live music. It's going to be a wicked night.
Can't wait. And the last thing I want to ask you about is obviously we saw Tyson Fury, Usyk got announced the other day. There's also talks of Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr., and it all looks like everyone's going for that same date. Do you think that's just people just kind of scaring each other off, or who's being genuine about that date?
Well, I mean, I think it's hard to plan a fight when you're meant to be having a fight against Ngannou. Anything can happen in boxing, you know. You might not lose, you might hurt your hand, you might get a cut, so that's going to delay things. So I think it's a lot of posturing on that date. Let's see, you know, I hope one of them comes off, and you know what? I hope one of them's in the UK.
Eddie seems very confident that Conor Benn Eubank is going to get made for Abu Dhabi in December. Is there any progress from your side? Because I know in the past, Cal has been quite reluctant to give too much away, but it seems like everything's ready to go now.
Look, I'm not going to keep my cards too close to my chest, but we can't wait around for Conor Benn. If he's ready, we'll do it. If he's not, we have other options as well. But obviously that's a big fight for everyone. It seems a long time in the making now, so I hope it gets made. But yeah, I mean, look, Eubank's coming off an amazing victory against Liam Smith. Look at what happened to Joe Joyce. It takes a brave man to just jump straight back in there after being knocked out. So look, Eubank deserves every accolade he's getting, and he's getting a lot at the moment, and I thought he looked great that night.
Well, last question on this. Conor and Eddie, I think both suggested that Liam wasn't fully fit. Also, response to that, and also what did you make of Conor's return against the tough Mexican that he fought last week?
Wasn't fully fit. I think Liam Smith's a professional, and he would have gotten in the ring fully fit. If not, he would have postponed it again. And we had a few postponements, didn't we? So not all from his side, but you know, I don't believe that. I think he got caught, and you know, that's what happens when you get caught clean by a world-class fighter. It's lights out. I didn't watch Conor Benn's fight, if I'm honest with you. It's too late, too past my bedtime. I watched clips of it. Yeah, I mean, look,
Are you concerned at all when he fights Chris?
He looked good against a durable fighter. I'm not going to. I would never call anyone a You know, I would never call any man that steps into that ring a bomb or anything like that, but he's a durable fighter and he came to take him rounds and he did, and job done. I don't think there's a lot you can tell from that.
What's the plan for Josh Kelly? Because I saw Conor said in his post-fight interview he'd like to see Josh Kelly against his opponent from last week and see how he'd do.
Against who?
The guy Conor fought.
Why would we do that? Why? I mean, who's going to pay for that? It's not going to work, is it? Yeah, that's a bizarre one. Why would we see that?
I think he just suggested he'd like to see.
I don't know what context you're giving that to me.
I think Conor basically said he'd like to see how Josh Kelly would do against the Mexican that he fought.
Well, why would that ever get made? No, exactly. Stupid comment.
I think the rivalry is big, so at some point hopefully they might meet as well. Nisse, anything else you want to add? You've got a huge few weeks coming up.
No, you know what? It's a huge few weeks, but we'll be back at the York Hall or whatever. It's boxing. It's up and down. I'm looking forward to Manchester. Sold out arena. I think boxing or the sport of boxing, crossover boxing, needs it. These guys breathe a bit of life into it, and people are struggling to sell tickets at the moment. It's hard times, but I'm just glad that people are coming out and then have a great time on the 14th of October.
100%. I just remembered, I can't go without mentioning Harlem EUBANK. You're putting a show on in Brighton. It's never been done before, has it? Or is it since it's been a long time?
Since Senior I fought down there, I think. Yeah, we're going to put on a bit of a boxing extravaganza. We're going to have some local names down there. One world-class fighter is going to be making his comeback fight. And yeah, a few big names going to join the card.
I look forward to a weekend in Brighton. Nisse, as always, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Mate, yeah.